Hi everyone, it is time for a new video. Please ignore my hair, it is still wet because I just washed it, but I'm absolutely not waiting to start this video because I just got one of the most exciting packages I ever got. I have 9 books in here. And so we're gonna unbox it together, and then after that we're gonna do a book haul. So it's gonna be kind of like an unboxing slash book haul because this is basically my aunt. She gave me for Christmas 10 books that I could choose and she would buy them for me. Best gift of my life. One of the best. And I'm so beyond excited. And after that, we're gonna haul some books that I have bought recently. Also, I did not expect to get this today at all. I literally expected to get it next week earliest because I bought it like a week ago or two. With my aunt, but it was basically the shop had a break over the holidays and it was supposed to get sent on January 3rd and it's January 6th, and since I knew it would be a giant package, I expected it to at least take a week. So fucking happy. I was not having the best day of my life, and books, like unboxings of books, always make my day. They make my week. And so I was gonna go out in like 30 minutes and, you know, obviously take a book with me because I wanted to just like read and chill and whatever. And so now I can take one of these and I'm just in heaven. Okay, we're in. So let's open it. I'm gonna lose it. There's gonna be a lot of like fangirling and screaming and whatever, so. Oh my god, okay. Oh my gosh, first book I see. I'm gonna lose my fucking shit. So first book I see, that is The Return of the Duke by Lauren Heath. This is the reddest book I've ever owned. I am like blinded by the red and I'm obsessed with it. So this is The Return of the Duke by Lauren Heath, which is Lauren's last release. She's one of my favorite authors. She writes such beautiful historical romances. And I am so happy. So I fell in love with her books either last year or not this year, either last year or the year before. You know, I was absolutely determined to get every single one of her new releases when it comes out in paperback. And so I had to wait for this book for a long time and I finally have it and I'm absolutely reading it super soon. And I do also have an exciting vlog to feature this in. So happy. And before I get into further books, this is ordered from the shop Words and Kisses. Here is the cute little thank you note. I have ordered from them before and I don't know if I think I mentioned it, but obviously, you know, I don't expect anyone to remember, or maybe you didn't see that. So this is actually a shop that is like a romance bookstore and it's owned by Amy, who does the shop from her like house. And it's, you know, romances in the UK. So I live in the UK and I mean, if you know or if you don't know, UK bookstores don't really have romance sections. They just have fiction. And sometimes there's romance, but there's just not a lot of them. It's really difficult to get, whatever. And so this is an online romance independent bookstore that you can order romances from, and it has so many, definitely more than, you know, any bookstore you're gonna go to. And so it is the best thing ever. And so also, like I said, it got here super early. I am also not getting paid to say this. I just really love this bookstore, and when I discovered it, it like made my whole life, and it makes me so happy. So yeah, so that is the store. I'm gonna link them down below, and definitely check them out if you are a romance reader, because I'm so ready. Okay, we all want to see the books, so let's see the books. So the next one that I have here is Mistakes Were Made by Meryl Wilsoner. So this is an adult contemporary romance. Most of these are going to be that, but not only contemporary actually. And I just realized, oh shit, I just realized what book I'm going to have in here, and I'm so excited. Anyway, so this is a sapphic romance. And it's basically, oh yeah, the good news, she likes someone. The bad news, it's her best friend's mom. So, you know, fun times. Obviously there's gonna be like an age gap, and that's pretty much all I know. I am very excited. And on the back, there's a blurb that says, "You'll fall in love while rooting for this sexy, forbidden, and adorable love story." I'm ready. This is the best book haul of my life, honestly. No, like, I don't want to say that because I've had so many, but it's been a long time since I had like a package with a lot of books at once, so wow, holy shit, that is so pretty. And I'm seeing the next one. Oh my gosh, this book haul is gonna kill me. So I have I Like You Like That by Kayla Gross. I don't know if that's how to pronounce the last name. Sorry if I'm saying it wrong. But look how fucking beautiful it is. And it's shiny. It's shiny and floppy. So, oh wow, the letters are tiny. But it does have under 300 pages. So I don't actually know anything about this book. I definitely saw someone like mention it, say something about it a while ago, and then I was just like, you know what, that's a beautiful cover. And I don't think I actually want to know more, but ooh, it's a rock star romance. And I think, oh my god, shut up. So it's estranged best friends to lovers. They haven't spoken in 10 years, but that's all about to change. Oh my gosh. It's a bodyguard romance. Shut the fuck up. Oh my gosh, so the heroine is a famous rock star, traveling the world and proving that plus-size women can rock with the best of them. Size never equals talent, and her adoring fans love her, maybe a little too much. And there's a stalker who begins to threaten her safety, and so the label hires a personal bodyguard. Okay, that sounds fucking incredible. And so it's not only beautiful, it's gonna be so good, and I'm so excited. Okay, so the next book, I'm gonna faint. I'm gonna actually fucking faint because this is the prettiest thing I've ever seen in my life. Oh my god. So that is Witcha Gonna Do by Avery Flynn. And obviously this is designed by Lenny Kaufman, the best, most wonderful designer of all fucking time. And I obviously love Lenny, and I want to collect all of her books. I mean, all the books that she's designed. And this is definitely one of my favorites. Like, I absolutely love, like, the main characters on this, and, like, all the details, oh my gosh, like, I fell in love with it when I saw it on Instagram, but this is so beautiful. So this is a paranormal romance, and I do, like, one of my biggest goals, I don't really have strict goals for the year, because, like, I just don't want to, I just want to have fun and read whatever I want, but if I do have a goal, it is to read, romance that is like specific genres, aka fantasy romance, paranormal romance, historical romance, all of that. And so it starts by buying that and I have this, and it's so beautiful, and I don't normally love green, but this is just perfection. It's so beautiful. This says it blends romance, heat, and wickedly modern magic. An unlucky witch and her know-it-all nemesis must team up in the first of a new spicy romantic comedy series. I don't need to know more than that. I don't. And oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. I'm having this facing out on my bookshelf. Like, the second I end this video, oh shit, okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. So the book that I mentioned, that I realized that I got, that I'm so excited about, is Resting Witch Face by Juliet Cross. So I have talked about this series many times before. I also love these covers so much. And again, I'm not an orange person, but this is beautiful. And I don't give, even if it was the ugliest shit on earth, it would still be the most exciting book of my life, because I adore this series. This is one of my favorite series of all time. It is paranormal romance. Again, is the best shit ever. If you like paranormal romance, you have to read this series. Every single one of the books is incredible. It is the perfect mixture of like adventurous and, you know, like magical and like paranormal and romantic and sexy and fun, and the characters are incredible. There's all kinds of magical creatures, and while the world building is like really vivid and magical, it's also not overwhelming. There's never any like, you know, info dumping and whatever. It's super focused on the romances and the characters, but at the same time, if you're like a plot person and you like the like adventurous plotty shit, it also has that. It has everything. I love Juliet Cross. I hope she never stops writing this series or like things like this series. And I also need to read her backlist, and I have read a couple of her backlist books, and I'm so excited for the couple in this. So it is the kind of series you can read it out of order, But, and like, I wouldn't say I don't recommend that, but I recommend every single one of these books so much that I think you should read it in order. And it is the kind of series where the characters appear in the books and some of the romances are hinted at before their own book, if that makes sense. So please pick this up. Not just this, I mean the whole series. And oh my god, with every single one of these books, I always have the instinct that, like, I can't read it immediately because then I'm gonna finish it and what am I gonna do with my life? And I read the last book last month and it obviously was the best thing ever, but I'm like, I need this experience again, like again and again and again. And I also need to get the first 2 books in physical format because I read those on audio and I need to reread the whole thing. Like, oh my god. So if you've been looking for a paranormal romance series, this is it. Look no further. Pick it up. Oh my gosh, I have some sweets in here. That is so cute. Oh my gosh, there's like little hearts, like candy. That's so cute. So that I got that for free. Look how adorable. I love this purple color and I love hearts, obviously. So we're gonna, you know, we have a snack now for the books. That is so cute. Anyways, okay. Oh my gosh, I forgot I got this. Oh my god, okay. That is The Hellion and the Hero by Emily Sullivan. So I'm not the biggest fan of these. I always talk about the covers, which I don't know if that's annoying, but I just like, it is something I think about a lot, and I'm sure you all do too, because I know we're all, you know, cover whores. But anyway, I don't love this new like style of historical romances, but I do love Emily Sullivan, and I haven't actually read the second book, but I have that on ebook. But this one I've been wanting to read for ages. I do love pink, so oh, it has a really cute pink spine. Okay. Anyway, I also, they chose duty over love, but Fate's handing them a second chance. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is gonna be a second chance romance. Say no more. I'm so excited. I loved the first book, so I need to read the second and then read this. Maybe I'm gonna read this first, let's be real, but yes. Then I have another I mean, obviously all of these are super exciting, but it's also floppy. Wow. Anyway, that is Zyla and Kai by Christina Forrest. This is the UK cover and I love it. It's so cute. And I love Christina Forrest. So this is her third YA contemporary romance. Absolutely loved the first 2. I don't have physical copies of those, but since I loved them so much, I wanted to wait to be able to get this. Now I'm able to get it, and I'm gonna read it, and it's gonna be wonderful. So this says, it's not just the will they, won't they, but why can't they? And it's supposed to be, an epic star-crossed love story about first love, and not just the will, and not just the will they, won't they, but why can't they? So this is like a second chance romance that I'm so excited. I know I keep saying that. I'm not gonna stop saying it because I'm so excited about all these books. And I also want to read more YA contemporary romance because like last year or the year before, again, I'm not really sure, I started realizing that like while a lot of people around me, like on BookTube or whatever, they've been talking about how, you know, they feel too old for YA contemporary, that they don't like it anymore, completely valid. But while everyone was talking about that, I actually realized I still love it. But lately I haven't been reading much of it, and we're gonna fix that. So we have 2 more books, and oh my god. Okay, so we have To Have and to Hoax by Martha Waters. So this is a book that's been obviously hyped for quite a long time, and it came out a few years ago. And I love this cover, it's really cute. And so I wasn't sure if I wanted to get this one because I wasn't like dying to own a copy, but I hope I'm gonna love it. And one of my friends has been telling me to read it for ages. And she mentioned it again in like a thing I did on Twitter that was like, you know, 12 books for 12 friends for like the 12 months of the year. And so she told me to read it. And so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get it because I saw this cute cover. And it's like I knew what this was, but I forgot. It's like a established couple type of romance that they're together, but they haven't actually been together in a long time. That they fell in love and got married, but they had a fight to end all fights and have barely spoken since. Love books like that. I don't know why I still haven't read it, so we have a physical copy and no excuses, so we're gonna be reading it very soon. And last but by no means least is another absolute gorgeous beauty, and that is Don't Go Breaking My Heart by Angie Peltier. Oh my god. So obviously this is also a Levy Kaufman cover. I would say also one of my favorites because obviously all of them are my favorites. So, but I just love the vibe of this one. You know, like I miss the ocean so much. And at least I have it in this cover now, you know? And the spine is so pretty and the color is so pretty. And I'm like, I love this. So the first book in the series, absolutely loved it. And so I've been dying to get this copy. And I kind of wanted to wait for the summer because, you know, obviously this cover is like screams summer. But I think, I don't know, maybe I will be able to resist until summer. But I also just think, you know what, fuck it all. I need some sunshine in my life. So I don't know anything about this. I think I knew at some point because I think maybe the characters appeared in the first book, but I don't want to know. I don't want to know. So again, I will show you more books later. So this video is not over yet, even though like I guess it could be, but you know, I don't want it to be. So this is my beautiful, beautiful stack. I have no idea how I'm supposed to decide what I'm gonna read first. But, you know, what a beautiful problem to have. Like, the best problem on earth. Yeah, that is that. Again, I will see you soon. But stay tuned for all of my vlogs, because I will absolutely be reading these books very soon in vlogs, and it's going to be the best time ever. Hi, everyone. So, we're in the same spot, but it is, like, a week later, and I am here to do the second part to this video, which is just a book haul of books that I've bought myself in the past, like, 2-ish months, kind of at the end of the year and beginning of the year. I've talked about a lot of these books in other videos, but I still feel like a lot of people will just watch this and, you know, maybe like not the vlogs or whatever. And these are all books that I'm so excited for and I want to share them with you. And so, yeah, let's just dive straight in because I don't want this video to be super long. The first book that I have here is a book that I bought the first week of January, and that is Highly Suspicious and Unfairly Cute by Talia Hibbert. So also, now that I think about it, yeah, in the first clip that in the unboxing, I was wearing mismatched earrings. I have no idea how it happened. I hope no one noticed, but I feel like it's really noticeable because they're super different. I have no idea how it happened. So I'm sorry if that was distracting. It looks horrible, but I also just like could not refilm it, you know? So we're gonna work with it. But this book I bought and I read immediately, absolutely adored. I'm not gonna spend more time really talking about it right now because I did vlog about it and talk about it in like whatever, but adored this book. Talia is obviously absolutely incredible and this book was just everything. This is YA contemporary romance, but it still has that like Talia's typical humor and emotional connection and chemistry between the main characters. And obviously since it's YA, there's no smut or anything. So while that's what normally Talia obviously writes a lot in adult romance, that is not found in here. However, it is still an absolutely incredible romance where we have estranged best friends to lovers and they drifted apart and now they basically have to spend more time together again because Celine basically gets injured and it's kind of Bradley's fault, and so then he has to like drive her and whatever, and then they end up going on this like camping trip together where they also have to be paired up and all of that, and it is incredible. There's so much pining, so much of an emotional connection, and I rooted for them so hard, and it really is unfairly cute and like absolutely incredible. One of the best YA contemporary romances I've ever read in my life. So definitely pick it up if you haven't yet. So then I have a very different book, and that is Alone with You in the Ether by Olivia Blake. So I got this on sale. It was like half off at Waterstones, and it is the Waterstones exclusive edition that is really pretty. And this is supposed to be like, I'm gonna read this in the back. I have read it before, and maybe you've heard other people read it before, but it's just too good. It is a contemporary love story like no other. Reagan and Aldo allow us to explore the nature of love, what it means to be unwell, and how to face the fractures of ourselves and still love as if we're not broken. So that sentence just hits me hard every time I see it, and I desperately need to read this book. And like everyone talks about how it's just, you know, about like two broken people who fall in love, and that is just everything that my soul needs right now. So I will be reading it very, very soon, and I'm very excited that I could get this book. Then I have another very different book, and that is Night Sky with Exit Wounds by Ocean Vuong. So this is, I think, his first poetry collection. God, I just got a super exciting package of clothes, and I had to run to get it. But I don't know what I was saying last, but I've heard amazing things about this collection, and I think it's just gonna be really powerful and beautiful, and I already started this as well, but not that much. So you will hear me talk about it in a vlog very soon. Then I got, also actually on sale, was Violet Made of Thorns by Gina Chen. So this is a YA fantasy, and if you know me and if you've been watching my videos for a while, I've been struggling with fantasy for a while and I've just not been reading it, and I want to dive back in and find ones that I love, and I really think that this could be super fun, and I adore this cover. And it's supposed to be kind of like a darker fantasy with, you know, like hunting characters, and it says court intrigue, cruel witches, aloof but hot princes, ambitious girls who will do anything to win. So like these vibes, you know, and I feel like while that's not my favorite vibe, I do really like it, and I think I'm gonna love this hopefully. So I will also be reading this very soon. Then I have a book that I got, I think like the longest time ago, but when I saw it on my shelf, I was like, I have to haul it anyways, because I actually don't know if the video where I talked about it will be up, because I got super behind and I don't know if I should like put up the older videos. Please actually let me know in the comments down below, because I do have some videos that I filmed in like October or whatever where I read beautiful books like this and I don't want to like not upload it, but it feels stupid to upload it so long later, you know? So let me know please if you'd like to see it, or if I should just keep it in my you know, on my laptop sitting forever. But the book is Amari and the Great Game by B.B. Austin, and I feel like I haven't heard that many people talk about this book, and I just want everyone to read this series, and I don't want ever to anyone forget. What the fuck did I just say? I don't want anyone to ever forget this series, and so I want to talk about it. It is incredible. So this is the sequel to Amari and the Night Brothers. It is definitely one of the best middle grade series of all time. It's urban fantasy. There's black girl magic, wonderful friendships, so much amazing adventure. The magic is so magical. Amari is one of the best main characters I've ever read about, and there's also like sibling relationships, and just I could not talk about this book enough. I mean, this series, and the sequel was just as incredible as the first book, you know, like no second book syndrome, nothing like that. It was like the exact same quality, but like new things happened and things developed and moved forward, and I just love Amari and the other characters in this, and just please pick this book up. So I got it. I have it, and you all need to read this book because I want it to be like, you know, as popular as humanly possible, because it's the series deserves that and more. So yeah. Then we have a nonfiction book, and that is Dear Dolly, On Love, Life, and Friendship by Dolly Alderton. So I actually have her first nonfiction book as well, that I also bought in the fall, but whatever. I'm just gonna mention this one in here, which is like her recent book, and it's supposed to have like collected like basically answers to specific questions that people asked in like in the Sunday Times style column, answers to specific questions, but I think it's gonna have like general truths or like, you know, wisdom obviously about these topics. And I feel like I just really need that in my life, and I want to get back into reading nonfiction because I feel like I'm at a stage where I would really appreciate some guidance and you know, all that. So yeah. Then I have another fantasy that I actually also finished. Look at me reading books that I actually bought. Like, who is proud of me? Please tell me you're proud of me, because yeah. So that is Mysteries of Thorn Manor by Margaret Rogerson. I'm not going to talk about this book too long because I also vlogged about it, but it is like a sequel companion novella to Sorcery of Thorns, and I would highly recommend this book if you really loved the main characters in the first book. If you want some extra content that is just comforting and sweet, definitely pick this up. But if you didn't particularly love the book, I would not recommend this because it's just like extra content and nothing like super unique or like, you know, but I loved it. So yes. Then I have two historical romances that are so beautiful. First one being A Duchess by Midnight by Karis Michaels. This is in a series of books that are like fairy tale retellings, but in a historical romance setting. And this is supposed to follow like the like reformed Cinderella's reformed stepsister. And I feel like I'm very intrigued by that concept and I'm very excited to read this. And the other one is A Matter of Temptation by Stacey Reid, which I don't know what it's about, but I don't really want to know because I don't like knowing when I love the authors and I love Stacey Reid and I also adore this cover, so that is that. Then I have Never Ever Getting Back Together by Sophie Gonzalez, which I bought last week because it just came out and I am so excited for this. So it's basically about a girl who, her boyfriend cheated on her with this girl and now she goes on this show where it's like all his ex-girlfriends, are gonna like compete to date him again, I think is the concept. And so there's the girl he cheated on her with and this dude, and she comes on this show to get revenge, but she ends up falling for the girl he cheated on her with, which I feel like is such an intriguing concept and I can't wait to see how it's done. And I absolutely love Perfect on Paper by Sophie Gonzalez. It's one of my favorite books. And so I am hoping I'm gonna love this just as much and I'm very excited. Then I have two indie romances, one of which I read already also, because look at me just being, you know, a reader, like we love to see it. And that is A Deal with the Devil by Elizabeth O'Rourke. This series has been getting so much hype and for good reason. If you would like to read like super steamy, angsty romances, you need to pick this series up. So this is the first book, actually. I have read the second and this one. It has the trope of like the heroine being the hero's assistant and he's kind of closed off and, you know, he doesn't open up to anyone. And so it does have that vibe, but I really feel like Elizabeth O'Rourke does an amazing job at not making it have like a shitty power imbalance, because I feel like the heroine is such a strong, what's the word? Just such a strong character, and she does not take any of his shit, and you know, she calls him out and like all of that, so it doesn't have a shitty power imbalance, and it's so good and so emotional and angsty and steamy and just wonderful, and I love it and I need to read the rest of the series. It is also on Kindle Unlimited, but I just knew I would love this book and so I bought it. And the other indie romance is In the Weeds by BK Borison. So I read the first book as an ebook and then like I fell in love with it so hard that I had to get it, because this series is also on Kindle Unlimited, but the cover is also so cute. And so this is basically going to be, I think, a forced proximity romance and like second chance also, because the two of them had a one-night stand, and then I don't know if it was the hero or the heroine who like ran away and like never spoke to each other again, but then they find themselves in this small town. The heroine comes to the small town and the hero lives there, and so they obviously have to like spend time together again and they're gonna fall in love, and I'm super fucking excited for this. So I have 3 more books to get through, then we're gonna wrap up this video. So the next one is Lark and Kasim Start a Revolution by Kacen Callender. I also have a special edition of this that I love so much, like these sprayed edges I love. So I really loved Felix Ever After by Kacen Callender, and I have not really heard anyone talk about this book, but it was on like the buy one get one half price, and it's supposed to be like about activism, and in the end, Lark must embrace their rights to their messy emotions and learn how to be in love. So I think if this is anything like Felix Ever After, it's gonna be just like a wonderful, emotional, powerful coming of age story with a little bit of a romance. But that one, Felix Ever After, and I feel like all of Kacen Callender's books focus more on like the individual character development and like their emotional journeys over the romance. So if that's something that you like, definitely check this out. Obviously I haven't read it yet, but I'm excited to pick it up. And then I have Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber, a book that I've heard quite a lot of people talk about recently. I have actually never read anything by Stephanie Garber, but all the things that I've heard about this book sounded really good, and they're just like, fuck it, and I got the book. And our main character basically makes a deal with a demon or something. He asks her for 3 kisses to be given at the time and place of his choosing. Fantasy that's hopefully going to be really good. And last but by no means least is The Sunbearer Trials by Aiden Thomas. This book I also got quite a while ago because like I pre-ordered it, and I know that it took a really long time to get to me, but I've also not heard a lot of people talk about it recently, and I love this cover and I just know I'm gonna adore this story. And a lot of people have compared it to like Percy Jackson and like something added to it, like, oh, I think it was like Percy Jackson meets Hunger Games, a competition between 10 of the very best semi-dioses oh my god, like what more do I need? Nothing. And I love Aiden Thomas and I just know this is gonna be incredible. So yeah. So that is my book haul. I hope you enjoyed this, and I cannot wait to read these books, so stay tuned for my vlogs. I'm finally gonna start uploading videos more regularly. Please subscribe if you haven't already. If you made it this far in the video, leave just a book pile emoji down below and let me know what books you recently got or what books you really want to get. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and I'm gonna see you soon in another video. Bye!